So you clicked on this video and my face just appeared on your screen. Do you already have an opinion about me? Making judgments is one of our most useful mental capabilities. However, the ability not to judge others or ourselves is one of the greatest skills you can acquire in your life. So how can we live our lives judgment-free? Here's a couple of things to keep in mind. A couple of seconds after meeting a new person, we begin to make judgments. How does that person look? Are they interesting? Do I like them? Is this person someone I would like to see again? Especially when it comes to the world of dating, we're all a part of a huge evaluation process. Appearance is the first thing that can deceive. We often don't realize that when we meet someone, we are seeing that person in a fraction of their life. The way they look, whether it is amazingly dressed up or tired with messy hair, is not representative of that person as a whole. So hack number 1 for quitting judging: don't let appearance deceive you. For example, people in suits tend to evoke power and competence. So how about the next time you meet a Harvey Specter lookalike, you imagine him in plain white t-shirt and jeans. You'd be surprised, but sometimes the person loses a part of their charm. It's actually a good way of checking with yourself whether you really like the other person or you simply like what they represent. Which brings us to tip number 2. Realize that people are complex. This point is very closely connected to empathy, and it's something that we'll be focusing more on in future videos. But for now, keep in mind that everyone you meet had a life before you. They went through experiences that you might have never even imagined, be it good or bad. The truth is, people can surprise you. What about a CEO of a financial company who writes poetry in his free time? Or a kindergarten teacher who once per month puts on a show with her belly dancing group? People are much more complex than we give them credit for. When we make judgments about someone early on, we rob ourselves of an opportunity to get to know the other person on a deeper level. Not only that, but there is always something you can learn from the other person. That's why the next thing to keep in mind is that everyone knows something you don't. You are not smarter, and neither are you any less smart than people around you. The knowledge you have is simply different. I recently spoke with a 5-year-old girl in German, and because her German was much better than mine, I asked her if the gender of the word I used was correct. If I had kept the attitude of, I am smarter because I'm an adult, I would not be able to learn anything. And in this way, I made a new friend in the process too. It all comes down to our ability to put our egos aside. The things we judge other people for say a lot more about us than the people being judged. You can actually learn a lot about yourself when you start to notice what exactly triggers your judgmental thinking. When you're happy with yourself and confident in your own skin, you won't feel the need to put yourself in a position of superiority to justify your own self-worth. It always begins with you. That's why the first step to a judgment-free life is to stop judging yourself. Your mind is the best place to practice whatever new skills you are learning. If you are constantly criticizing yourself for every little thing you don't do perfectly or the way you look, it's also going to be very difficult to accept other people as they are. So the next time you catch yourself criticizing and judging yourself, try saying this to yourself: I accept myself just the way I am, including every flaw, including every mistake you made in the past, and including every desire you have for yourself in the future. So if there's one thing that you'll take away from this video, keep this in mind every time you catch yourself judging yourself. I accept myself just the way I am. We are constant works in progress. And right now, in this very moment, you are perfect just the way you are. And now we'd like to hear from you guys. Do you think the ability not to judge ourselves and others is something that we can learn? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Iconic for even more psychology insights, and see you next time. Have an amazing day. Bye!